sky.
Pain has a face. Allow me to show it to you. I am pain.
Yes.
Good evening,
Hey, can you hear us? Are we on?
School, family, and friends. You're on, brother.
Yay!
All right. Welcome to this week's episode of Sacrificial Terror Podcast. Tonight is our 11th episode. I am Sam, I am Mason, with the always fabulous Miss
Zombie Barbie.
and my brother
Zombie
from
Barbie.
another mother, Mr.
Lance Wagner, Oakley Dokley.
That's right. And tonight's show brought to you by Sacrificial Pawn Productions and produced by Samantha Wagner and Miss Zombie Barbie, the Cherokee Creek Boys, Billy Blair, Todd Jenkins. Welcome to the show. Yeah! Dude, Cherokee Creek, what an amazing fucking movie. You guys knocked this one out of the park. But I gotta ask you guys something. When you guys do Cherokee Creek 2, are there going to be more or less dicks?
I don't know. How many dicks would you like to see?
I think Sam wants more.
How about you?
I'm not sure how to answer that one.
How many dicks does the woman want to see?
Hopefully only one.
Hey, I'll show mine on the next one.
That's gonna be hard. That's gonna be hard, Billy. Hard to do that one.
Like I was telling you, I was gonna show mine,
Right.
but the sex scene that I did on that night, that girl pissed us off, and I was like, fuck it, I ain't gonna show my dick.
Fuck you guys, you can't see mine.
So basically you grudge
I was
fucked her.
talking about how bad that scene went down, but we'll just not talk about it. How about that?
Okay, so basically what you're saying is that you grudge fucked her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, was it believable?
That was the most
It
important.
was.
Yeah,
Very.
yeah.
Very.
It looked
That
very
was the most
real.
important thing for her to do. So, and we hired her for that. That was in the contract. It was described specifically what we needed her to do. And when it came time to do it, she's like, I don't really have to do this scene, do I?
Well,
Like,
yeah.
what the fuck?
Wow.
The reason we hired a non-actress to be in the movie, so
Yeah, and she
once
should
you
be
paid
used
your
to it.
money, you might need to do it.
Hey, Todd, I got to ask you a question real quick about that scene. My wife wants to know: was there a fluffer involved?
In my scene?
Yes.
Oh, in my? Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
because it looked like you had a semi.
Fuck yeah. Get out of that
Yeah, his
scene.
name was Todd.
This guy did it. And no one showed up, thank God, because I was like looking around going, holy shit. No, I'm doing
Damn
what
it.
am I supposed to be doing in the woods? Oh! Here's the story behind the scene, okay, guys? We filmed it the night when the girl was there, and I had an intern to film my stuff that had no experience on a movie. He just says, hey, man, I want to learn about filmmaking, blah, blah, blah. And he was the only guy who was willing to do that for us. And I said, okay, well, you're going to be in charge of filming my shit. Don't fuck it up. Well, we fucked that up like 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
No, because what happened was early on in filming, our video out got broken off the camera. But because our filming schedule was all over the map, I couldn't send the camera off to get fixed. So he was having to always do the focus on that tiny ass little screen on the back of the camera.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
shit.
he had filmed it probably twice out of focus, and I would always go. I was doing 2-a-days at the gym trying to drop 15 pounds. I wasn't eating or drinking any water, and I was like, man, I got to get lean for this fucking scene.
Yeah.
So I would get lean that week, and everybody show up, and then it would go to shit. So I finally said, fuck it. I'm going to shoot it one night by myself before the cast shows up. And they were starting to show up, and I was like, fuck, I got one take. And I told the guy, I said, run up there, entertain the cast. I'm going to shoot this real quick. Stand there. I'll get you in focus. I marked where he was standing. I did my self-fluffing, ran over there, started recording, and then they started making a fucking noise up there where the cast was supposed to be and turned on the air conditioners and all kinds of shit. And I was like,
I didn't know that.
I was like, fuck it, I'm going to have to ADR this goddamn scene. ADR, the part was like, hey, what do you think?
Right?
You can't tell. I didn't know that.
But you actually
Movie
can't
magic.
tell because the way you cut that, it actually turned around to an ass shot when you said, hey, what do you think? So
Yeah.
it worked out fucking beautifully.
Oh, yeah. We became masters, or at least I had to become a master at how to shoot when people weren't there. A lot of times, like around the campfire and stuff, none of those people were there. Or I'd have to grab somebody, whether it was him or me, and we'd have to put on other people's clothes
Yeah.
to double them
Wow.
in the scenes. Like a lot of times where you think I'm talking to the Pat character, I'm actually just talking to another guy that I grabbed to put on the shirt that night.
Wow.
Oh shit!
That's the magic of movie making.
Movie
Right.
magic. That's right. I love it.
Absolutely.
There's a
So
scene
we
where I'm
understand
doing,
you guys had a big party last night.
It was a rowdy fucking party, man.
Oh yeah. They had a blow
I saw some of the pictures. It looked like a rowdy fucking party.
Oh yeah, man, it was crazy. These guys that work at Texas Frightmare Weekend, his guy's name is Matt Osborne, and he got our movie there. He just saw us in passing, and I think he was one of the handlers for one of the celebrities there. He said, "Hey guys, I really want to see your movie," and then he watched it. And he's like, "Fuck, we should do this big old party, and we'll invite everybody. You guys come over, and we'll watch it in the backyard." And I was like, what the fuck?
I thought it was a good idea.
Yeah, I was like, this sounds like a fucking awesome idea if you want to do it. I didn't know shit about the guy really. We showed up and it was a real fucking deal last night. But
Awesome.
they were fans of it. Him and his wife, Samantha, they put this whole shindig together last night. We showed up. There must have been I felt like there was at least 50 fucking people.
At
there.
least 50 people.
There was a shit ton of people there.
Nice.
Dude, and it was actually pretty awesome that you guys had a double feature going on because we had the creator of the double feature, Drew Marvick, on our show last night.
Mhm.
Oh, wow. That's fucking
Cool
cool,
Party
man.
Massacre. Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
so stupid. This is how stupid I am. I didn't even realize we met him at Texas Frightmare Weekend, and he bought a copy of our movie.
I
I fucking,
Yeah,
I was
that's
going back to
fucking
the
awesome.
pictures. I was like, that dude, who's the director of Pool Party Massacre? I was like, I remember that guy bought a copy of our movie.
Yep.
I think he talked about it last night too, didn't he?
He said
Yeah.
y'all were like high energy, just all over the place.
You
And
gotta
he had-
be,
and he had to
man.
stay
You
at his-
gotta be.
Oh yeah,
The squeaky wheel gets the grease, right? So
that's right.
That's what they say.
we made a lot
I'm
of
not
fucking
sure what
noise.
you guys are using for grease, though.
Sometimes spit, sometimes other things.
There you go.
Whatever you gotta do, man.
Oh fuck! I know. I text them. I'm like, "There's like so much dick in this movie."
It's not. It's actually
I'm
only
like,
like
you need to-
dick.
I know, but then even like the little one, like
the
little
the
fake
silver-
one. Yes,
The
so
fake.
like your hole, the hole that's left there. I was like, "Holy shit!"
Practical
Everybody
effects
was
were
laughing.
amazing.
Everybody
Yeah.
was laughing when I was talking to the guy in the tent, and then the camera zooms in on the dick as I'm talking.
I just want to know how the dick gets bigger when it gets cut off. I'm just trying to understand.
Right?
Put it on ice.
The rigor mortis of the dick.
That makes it-
That's a story in itself. Check it out. I bought a couple dicks online, and I kept trying to buy one from this transgender site that looked really good. And then I guess somebody goes, "Hey, man, I know some transgender people who bought those dicks, and they never got them." And I was like, "Fuck that! I'm not going to order from there." So I ordered from the sex website. I ordered like 2 or 3 dicks to come in. I'm like showing them to my wife. I'm like, I don't know which one's me, And they were all fucking big and stuff. And I was like, God dang, I'm gonna have to sell fluff for sure to even sell this. Someone stole the fucking dick that we were gonna use in the movie.
What?
Yeah,
Nobody on set, man.
we don't know what happened. The special effects team took it and they go, "Hey, we're gonna mold a couple extra ones of these," and then they said someone stole it. I don't know what happened.
What
Oh,
the?
wow.
They made a couple more fake dicks for us, and then those fake dicks got stolen and they disappeared. And then they
Somebody's stealing dicks.
Ted Dick Snatcher.
They made one, and he filmed this scene in it with the tit showing it, and it just didn't have that floppiness to it. Now when I looked at it, I go, man, when you're shaking the dick, there's no shake. You have to do the whole fucking scene
Yeah,
again.
we have to redo that.
So I had to call the guy and go, dude, that dick ain't working. It needs to flop around a little more. So make another dick. So we had to shoot a scene again.
Now, did you guys make a foam dick for that, or was it a silicone dick?
I'm pretty sure it was a silicone dick.
Yeah.
It had some good movement to it. So
Yeah.
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 I wanted it to
Well,
be
no,
straight.
because I use a very particular silicone for my stuff, and it actually flops around very well, like the hands and shit that I make.
Yeah. That's what you want.
So, but I use EcoFlex 30. So,
Well, that's the one compartment I don't know anything about. So
Yeah, that's a special effects.
I don't know how to make the fake dicks, brother.
So for number 2, if you need it, he can make you one or two or however.
yeah, definitely. For number
Put it
2,
there.
man, I will make all of your fake dicks.
And he won't steal them.
Hey, that'll be our next movie.
There you go.
About
That's
that.
right.
Yeah, and our next movie is going to be called Switchblade 5. Dicks Galore.
All right, fuck it. Let's do it.
Everybody, the whole movie, everybody's naked from start to end.
And Billy can sign the ones they sell at the conventions. He can sign those
With
Vinny
the line.
Blade or
There you go.
It's like a line.
In the future, there's no clothing.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm gonna sign it like my Vinny Blade signature.
yeah, exactly. Perfect.
Oh fuck. So are all of you guys, the other guys that were with you for the bachelor party, are you all really friends? Or were they hired actors?
He knows them more than I do, but
They're just, most of those are just actors. I didn't really know them that well.
Okay. Because it seemed like
There was a bond or something there.
yeah, it seemed like you guys really knew each other, and it just you fed
Well,
off.
that's good. That's good.
that's what being a good actor is about.
That's
I
what-
guess.
True,
That's
but
what being a fucking awesome director is about.
Yeah, there you go.
A lot of those guys, most of those guys, I just met on set. I mean, I didn't know who they were.
Yeah, that was our first night of filming together, was around the campfire
Yeah.
for a lot of
Oh.
days.
Dude, you could not tell it all, man. The chemistry that you guys had on camera was
It was
fucking
good.
phenomenal.
yeah.
Awesome. Thank you.
That was real good.
That's what I always say. Like when you're an actor, you just got to sell it. So that's
Right.
part of selling it. You know.
Well, a lot of those people were based on real people that I knew. So when I described the characters to them, I said, you know, with the screenplay, I said, you don't have to be word for word. You gotta hit these bullet points. But these are people I know, and this is kind of what their personality is like. And I would just give them the bullet points and let them know what those people were like in real life. And I said, if you go too far with it, I'll either cut it out or tell you to stop it. So, but most of the time they nailed it, like on, no more than 2 takes.
A lot of that was improvised. That was,
Okay.
That's what I thought. The way it fed so smoothly,
Yeah.
it sounded like it was. You guys just kind of went with it.
I actually
But
wrote
it
that
went
scene.
good.
Thank you so much. We wrote the scene with the whip hands on the way there, and I dropped that bomb on them. I said, hey, the park ranger had to leave because she was doing like CBS coverage or some shit in the morning. I said, hey, I'm going to come up with this whip hand scene real quick, and we're just going to film you. You say this, you say that. It's going to be this little song and dance around the campfire, And I explained it to them, and they're like, what the fuck? But it worked out great.
I knew what he was talking about. It was great.
It worked out great. But I think they were a little worried that I didn't have the script to them early. I just said, dude, if we read through it like 3 times, you'll know exactly what the fuck I'm trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
And it worked out.
Yeah, it was good.
I had like when y'all had the ski mask on, I couldn't help but get like a Cheech and Chong vibe, like just total utter chaos. One of the scenes, performance stuff. I just was getting that vibe. Like it was more funny than it was supposed to be a horror movie. I was like, these guys are freaking hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
Like Todd's face on the chloroform, like, I'm thinking there really was chloroform because he's doing like this, like a lot of stuff. I was like, this is good stuff.
I think the guy you're talking about when we're in the van driving.
Yes.
The guy driving the van is the guy with the hood on.
Right. Who was it?
Oh.
Yeah. That guy wasn't available that day, so the guy that we're fighting with and doing all that stuff was the same guy that was driving the van. We shot that separate.
That's
nice.
That's what we're talking about. Like, not everybody could be there for their scenes.
Mm-hmm.
That is so cool.
So whenever, we got to shoot regardless. So if they couldn't make it, then we're going to use somebody else.
Yeah.
To stand in.
Their character.
I think 3 of us played the part of Pat with that thing on his head. Yeah.
That's awesome.
I even played it one time. I actually was waking myself up. I'm the guy that wakes up with the stuff on his face.
Okay.
Okay.
He's like,
I gotta go back and watch it again. Jeez.
Yeah, no shit.
Dude, and I love the part where he fucking passes out, where he faints on the fucking toilet and falls down. Dude,
I
that
was
little
just gonna say that.
thing he did was fucking great.
He did it good.
I had no
The
idea he
stock.
could do that.
Yeah, he improvised that. He goes, I got something. I go, all right, cool. So we close the door and then we pop it open, and he just did that. And we
That's awesome.
actually that whole scene was improvised.
Right.
That is
We
so
went off
Okay.
whatever he did, and we just went with it.
We
Yeah.
had no idea what was going to happen. when
Yeah, we didn't know
kicked in
what was
that
going to
door.
happen.
I
Okay.
think he broke the door.
Oh, wow.
I don't live there no more, though, so it's okay.
So did either one of you actually wipe his ass?
No.
Because I know you talked about it a lot.
You don't
Well,
do it in the
that's what I
movies.
said.
Yeah, you don't do
I
it.
said, I hope it was a clean shit. I don't know if
Yeah.
you ever take those ghost shit and you look and there's no shit in the toilet, but you know something came out, and then you wipe and there's no evidence. I was like,
No, but the one time when I said I could see his ball sack, I actually did see his ball sack because yeah.
and then I saw it too.
Yeah,
was
so
like,
I improvised that. I'm like looking at his nutsack. I go, oh, I see his fucking ball sack.
You're all
did you
pulling
guys
his
notice my cat was in that scene?
Huh?
What's
My
that?
cat is in the scene with him.
Who was it? I couldn't hear you, Todd.
My cat was in that scene. with him.
Oh, okay, okay.
If you go frame by frame, when he kicks in the door, he's holding a cat. And as soon as he kicks in the door, the cat
Yeah.
goes, and it goes way up in the air.
Oh, I need to watch
And I was
that
like,
again.
dude,
That
you
part.
can't do that to my cat. We're not doing it again. That's a one-take wonder. But we didn't have to do it.
Wow.
And my wife was
Oh,
sitting
dude,
there
that-
getting ready to catch the cat, so she saw the ball sack too.
Hey, it's only
What's
fair.
that?
Everybody's seen your dick, so I mean, you know, you can see a ball sack.
True.
It's all, you know, it's all balance, you know.
It's all about ball sacks.
Yeah.
What's like the ball
Yeah,
sacks?
absolutely, man.
There's 3 ball sacks.
Hey, dude, even
Sasquatch
fucking
one.
South Park talked about fucking chef's fucking chocolate salty balls. So come
Oh
on.
yeah. I love that one, by the way.
There you go.
Yeah.
Salty balls.
Yeah, but that's the whole thing. Hollywood can talk about anything. My niece, I think she just turned 19. She comes over one night and she's watching something on HBO or something called Euphoria. And they go into this fucking locker room, and I saw like 25 dicks in the shot. I was like,
Wow.
there's 25 fucking dicks on camera at one time, and I get in trouble for my movie.
Yeah. That's more than Game of Thrones right there. Jeez.
Yeah, but that's the thing, man. When you're an independent filmmaker, then you're gonna get all the shit.
Yep, yep.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? You know. It's
They
just
want
like-
to do anything they can to bury your ass because they don't want you to take the power away from the studios.
Right.
Mhm. Yeah.
Dude, I got banned. I got banned off of social media because of excessive celebration of a violent act. We finished one of my scenes where I killed a guy with a belt sander. Okay. And so he's all bloodied up. He's got fucking, the prosthetics on him and everything else, dude. And he's sitting there with his thumbs up smiling. And I got the fucking belt sander and I'm fucking smiling and laughing because we wrapped the scene.
Right?
And I put it up on social media and the motherfuckers banned me for a week for it.
Wow.
We got banned.
Like fucking really?
Well, some not
They ban a
necessarily
lot.
us.
They take down a lot of my posts.
Yeah, they took down posts of ours, like a
Mhm.
comic. What was it? Like
Let me see if I can find it. You guys keep talking. Don't wait on me.
yeah, we had my daughter did some of our artwork.
Let's see. Can you see that one that says not approved?
Oh yeah.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, because it says bros before hoes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's
my
really
God.
bad to be posted on Instagram.
Yeah, that with a bloody chick and a bloody Bigfoot. But anyways, I mean, it looks like a comic book.
Well,
Right.
yeah.
I like that.
Well, they're even taking off the hashtag horror now. You can't use it on Instagram. They're banning that too.
Are you serious?
Really?
Mhm. Yeah, it was this big thing a couple months
Yeah.
ago. They took it.
Man,
it off.
they're getting crazy with this banning shit. Or like
Yeah.
Mhm.
what could be up on social media. It's just like, come on, man.
Well, they're getting
Yeah.
even crazier
Their
with the
feelings
algorithms too, because we spent 4 years to build our fans, so we've got 10,000 on Facebook, but we can't reach any of them because they won't allow you to reach them.
Right.
Mhm.
Only 5,000, right?
Yeah,
Is it because
no, you wish it's more like fucking 10 or 20 probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, but you're not limited on that's a like page.
Right. Well,
Okay.
what I'm saying is on our actual movie page for
I got you. Okay.
we got like 10,200, but if I post something, probably only 10 or 20 of them will ever see it.
Right.
Right.
The
So
algorithm.
click out an ad and pay them to send it out to your own followers.
Yep.
And then even if you spend like $200, it's like, oh yeah, well maybe 500 or 1,000 of those 10,000 will see it.
Golly, yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yep. That's why I just go straight to the page, because that way I know I'll see
tech,
it.
man.
Yep.
They're making it so hard for independent filmmakers now to get seen or get noticed.
That's why I try to get as much out there as I can. I'm always trying to share stuff.
Thank you for that. That's really all it is, man. It's word of mouth.
You know, I posted this a while ago.
Awesome, brother.
Thank you for getting the Blu-ray.
Thank you,
man.
And I got that one too.
There.
And I got that one too.
Did you watch it?
No, I hadn't had a chance yet. I want to. And then Arsenal too, right, on Netflix.
Arsenal on Netflix.
Tell me about Arsenal. Okay.
Definitely.
Oh, okay.
Kinda
I'll
good
check
stuff.
those ones out.
He's in
Oh
it.
yeah, we're gonna have to make a fucking list.
Used to be on there. There's one called what was the one? Dead Awake.
Dead Awake.
Dead Awake's a really cool horror film that came out that's on Netflix.
Yeah.
I think I saw that one.
Yeah, the sleep paralysis.
Yes.
Yeah,
I saw that one.
I'm in that. I'm like Mr. Wang was my name.
Mr. Wang.
I don't know if you remember. They go into this room and there's a guy. He's been awake for he's been awake for not for a year. He's been hadn't slept for a year.
Yeah, that's you?
Yeah, it's me.
Oh, shit, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Nice.
That movie.
Checking
It was
that
such a
out.
good movie, but I don't think
It
they
is a
did
good
too much
movie.
press on it.
Nope, they did not.
There wasn't a lot of press on that movie, but I really enjoyed the movie.
Okay.
Yeah, I liked it too. I just was scrolling through horror movies and that was on there, so I watched it. I did not
I would
realize.
imagine the same shit that happens to everybody. They gave it to a distribution company that just fucking forgot about it.
Oh,
That's gotta be.
See, that's as an independent filmmaker, that's one of the things that I'm trying to do differently right now. Is that I'm in talks with a marketing company for a P&A budget, and if I get the P&A budget, then it's going to go nationwide because it comes with a distribution deal.
Okay.
Oh,
There you go.
man.
They're also damn tricky, man. I always tell people a distributor doesn't have, if they just make 10 grand off your movie, they're happy because they release like 4 or 5 of those movies a month, so they don't really give a shit. They're not trying to make a budget back that you got to make back. They're just trying to make their budget back, which isn't very much because they usually don't do advances anymore.
That's gotta be tough.
So it sucks.
gosh.
But y'all made a really good movie. So who was Sasquatch? I'm trying to figure it out.
Who's Sasquatch?
Yeah.
Oh, that is Brick in the movie. I had to make it real.
I told him because he's 6'5", and y'all make a reference to 6'5" for the actor playing the Bigfoot.
Exactly.
Y'all make a reference to. I thought you were 6'5".
Yeah, you figured it out.
Yeah. I saw it in IMDb. I said, I told him right before y'all came. I said, it's got to be Brett. I'm like scrambling my head. Who is the freaking Sasquatch? You know.
Well, that's what people don't understand is like when they see the movie, they're like, oh, you should cut 10 minutes out. You should cut this. I'm like, dude, we had to wheel and deal in the movie. We can't cut anybody out. Okay.
Yeah.
You know, everybody. The length of the movie is because some of those people did so much for the movie. We weren't going to cut them out because they did so much to help us get it made.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, for the movie was being in the movie. So.
But on top of that, it was all character development as well.
Yeah, the campfire scene. I think that's one people don't like the campfire scene for some reason, but I love it.
That was awesome.
I thought, yeah.
I think that's the scene that actually you kind of figure out who we are, what we're all about.
Well, a lot of people, they just, you know, especially horror fans, they just want to just get into the gore and, you know, just in and out.
Yeah, they're like, you need a lot more deaths. I'm like, we couldn't get the people to work on it that we got. How many more fucking people you want us to kill?
Basically.
Normal horror flick. You need people involved. You need good acting, and it needs to come in like at the right time.
Perfect.
Right.
Perfect.
Well, that's how the old 80s movies were. I mean, like they did have some story to them, like you know, like Sleepaway Camp and all that. It wasn't just like death every 5 minutes. You know, they had there was a story going to it, and then there's these reveals that go along the way.
Yeah, exactly.
So what were your nods for your, like, what did you give tribute to in the movie that maybe someone didn't catch on it or?
Pulp Fiction is definitely the band scene. That's straight from the foot massage scene in Pulp Fiction.
Awesome. Okay.
You remember when the guys were talking about this whole foot massage and how Marcellus Wallace threw this motherfucker through the window?
Right.
Yeah.
Tony Rocky Horror.
Like he was eating out a pussy, and then he's like, "Motherfucker, have you had a foot massage?" You know, I thought, vulgar conversation in the van, and then all of a sudden we turn the tables on the audience, and then we're these kidnappers, and we're going to kill this fucker. And then we turn the tables on the audience again and go, no, it's just a fucking bachelor party.
Yeah, that's all it is.
So you're just sitting there going, what the fuck is going on in this movie? I just wanted to introduce, like, hey, it's a Bigfoot movie for the first 10 minutes. And you're like, okay, cool, I see where we're going. And then we take you on a totally different ride, and you're like, I don't know where the fuck this movie's going now.
Right?
Well done.
Yeah, it's like, oh, shit, that's what it was.
That's why during the bachelor party stuff and all that stuff, as we're revealing stuff, you still will see a Bigfoot every once in a while, like looking through the trees at these guys arguing. Yeah. You know he's there, but you kind of forget about it for a while. And you go, oh, it's just about these guys with strippers. And then we're like, nah, now the Bigfoot's in the movie for the rest of the 45 minutes.
There you go.
Dude, and I love how you play his fiance being such a cunt.
She was bad.
Bitch,
dude. Women that I know. I shit you not.
And the great part about that was when the dude comes up and knocks on the fucking window and he's like, hey, you're in here every fucking week getting slung with dick. You fucking owe us some goddamn money. Pay for your fucking asses, pay for your fucking drinks, and fucking do it. Come on.
And then she speeds off when she's broke.
That dude is awesome. His name is James Yeager. He runs a tactical training school. And he actually trained Jeremy Renner for some of his movies.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
Nice.
And he called me up and goes, hey, you're making a movie. Is there anything in there? And I was like, dude, I want you to be in the fucking movie. So I had to just pull that scene out of my ass as well.
That was awesome.
Yeah. That's good, though.
Oh, he did great.
It floats so well.
Yeah.
I wouldn't doubt it if he didn't sell like a shit ton of movies. That guy's probably got 500,000 followers. But they're always after him, too, because he's so pro-gun. Yeah. And he has a tactical training school. They shut down his shit any chance they can.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. That's why I'm wearing his hat. This is one of his hats he gave me.
Oh, hell yeah.
It says AR-15 or something on it.
Very cool.
Yeah, I'm pro-gun.
By the way, I don't know if you know, I give mad props to Todd. I mean, writing the script, putting the script together, and then he shot it, to edit it, did sound, color correction, all that shit.
There was absolutely nobody who would take the job of doing the movie.
He did it all.
And I think it was a week before everybody pulled out, and then we got ghosted by some of our investors. Yeah. They just completely fucking ghosted me and wouldn't take the calls or anything anymore. Fuck. So I had a meeting with him and my wife. I said, dude, if you guys want to go forward with this fucking movie, we got to shoot this intro before I lose one of the actors, because the guy who's sitting in the front of the canoe made a deal with his wife that he was going to retire from acting. And I really liked it. I worked with him all the time on his auditions, and he was booking like Olympus Has Fallen. He had done 2 Rob Reiner movies. He was a regular on the new 24 that was coming out. This guy was just really hot at the time, and I didn't want him to retire, but he made a deal. He's going to have kids with his wife and just leave the acting world.
Wow.
Fuck. I've got to shit out a script in like 2 weeks.
Wow.
So that was a blessing that I had to do that, and even though we lost our funding, I got with him and my wife, and we put everything on the fucking credit cards. All the gear to do the movie went on the credit cards.
Yeah.
Nice.
Kevin's story right there.
There you go. There you go.
Hey, man, that's one of the things about an independent film is that you got to do whatever the fuck it takes to get it done.
Right, and nobody knows that, but the guy spending the money, right?
Right. Yeah, everybody else, oh, this is unprofessional. It's like, motherfucker, have you ever been on set? Especially in independent film? You got to wait. You got to hurry up and wait.
Yeah, you're thinking this fucking day just cost me $10,000, and they're thinking, man, I'm only getting paid $150. Fuck this movie. And you're like, if you leave, I'll fucking kill you.
Right?
Yep.
I will kill you, and I will. Hey, not only will I kill you, but I will fucking film it.
That's right. Exactly. Get your money.
Because I'm not wasting any goddamn footage on a piece of shit cheap motherfucker like you.
Hey, you know what it's about, dude. You know what it's about. I mean, dude, like halfway into filming, man. I mean, with the complications and everything else. I mean, it costs like me and him to like almost go at it with each other. Oh. It was those moments, man. You get that. It's like, all right, you want to stop? You want to quit right now? And we're like,
fuck yeah, you want to kill each other.
It's like, no. Yeah. I mean, you really got to think, man. No, we got something going. We're halfway through. Let's just go with it. I hate you, but let's finish the shit up.
The funny thing about it is he and argued more than anybody, probably, but we were always cool with it 5 minutes later.
Yeah.
And I don't know how the hell I'm still married at this point, really.
Oh,
I mean, how the fuck do you convince your wife you're going to make this fucking movie? Put it all on the credit cards, and then Amazon won't fucking show your movie. You're like, oh, God.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, that was another thing. I don't know if you knew about that. When it was time to release it, that was the only platform that didn't go with the word by putting it up on Christmas Day.
Oh.
So we didn't get it till a couple days later.
Well, for 30 days, I was in nervous breakdown mode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Fucking breakdown mode.
But then we
100%.
finally hear it's like, oh yeah, they found your movie offensive, so they're not gonna put it up. It's like, what?
Oh, jeez.
So he, of course, he's pissed off. But I go, dude, this is great. We're gonna call him out on this. This is gonna be so controversial. I mean, this is good on our end. We're gonna call him out. We're gonna tell all the fucking horror sites and stuff like that. Fucking Amazon didn't go with the word. And then, sure enough, it did, man. Everybody's like, well, what the fuck, Amazon? Why are you banning it after you said they? So it just went on. And long story short,
I had to take out the kid. I took out the kidnappers on a whim. I thought everyone asshole who was doing the final approval to put it up Christmas Eve, he probably saw these kidnappers with the mask and everything. I said, he probably fucking turned the movie off and thought that was the movie. I told him, just remove all the kidnappers from the movie. No intro, no outro with the kidnappers. And just give it to him again. And then all of a sudden, like 32 days after it was supposed to be up, it came up.
Bam,
and I finally could fucking breathe. And I put the gun away. Every night was like, do I do it? Do I fucking do it today?
No.
Dude, the life of an independent filmmaker, man. Fucking, I'm telling you.
Right? That was a drunken fucking month, man. Even my mom, God bless her soul, who's handicapped, she was fucking going on doing these raids. She would go on and do rants to Amazon going, you motherfuckers.
Oh, wow.
It was crazy.
And just to let our audience know, if you guys haven't already figured it out, this is probably going to be one of the most offensive shows we have done yet.
I say there's a contest for who says dick the most.
Oh,
there'll be a contest.
Lance, I think you win, brother.
Count the dicks.
Hey, man, straight out of Cherokee Creek.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
If you're offended, you're a fucking pussy.
So check this out.
Sure.
So the movie gets released, right? It's out. Everybody's watching it. Now people are watching it. And then, of course, they got that platform. What is it? Social media and also Amazon doing what do you call it? An IMDb.
Oh, the reviews and stuff?
The reviews.
Right.
So you got a lot of people are liking it, of course, but you got another crowd over here that are offended by it.
Oh, yeah.
And they're both
even though it's completely in the description of exactly what it was,
yeah,
what the movie's about and what it is and everything. It says raunchy horror comedy.
Yeah.
And it also has the word debauchery in there. And I think all these motherfuckers need to look up what debauchery and raunchy means because they watch it anyway and then they get mad.
Right.
Yeah.
And then they're vocal about it. It's like, oh, how dare they use God's name in vain, and how dare, and then without watching it, they go, well, how dare you use Cherokee, like a Native American, and use them like a savage.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
That's a Bigfoot. Cherokee, the place.
Yeah.
He was crazy, man. But they were talking. That's what we wanted.
There you go.
I love getting into it with them personally on social media because I can shut them down in about 5 minutes. I have them crying to their mommy upstairs because they're all in the basement.
Yeah.
Right.
They want to shame our movie on top of that.
Because typically the guy who's talking shit to you, he doesn't have any pictures as his profile photo on any of his shit.
Yep.
But if you look long enough, you might find one buried somewhere on their social media.
Right.
Just rip the shit out of them.
Yep. Yes.
Hell yeah.
You say to me, motherfucker, I didn't show my dick on camera, so.
Hey, and it wasn't a porn. And it wasn't a porn.
Yeah, on top of that, fucking make your own fucking movie.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah, these guys are always like, man, you fucking suck as an actor and director. I'm more entertaining. I can do something better in 5 minutes. I said, well, I'll wait fucking 5 minutes or we can go live right now, bitch. What do you want to do?
That's it.
Yeah.
A lot of people out there, man. A lot of talk.
So, all right, so I got a question for you guys. Why didn't Bigfoot have a big black dick?
We couldn't afford it in the budget.
It was all Todd's dick. That's all his.
We wanted to focus on Todd's dick.
That's it. It's kept getting ripped off and stuff. Literally, you know, stolen and ripped off.
Let me tell you, man. Like everybody I talked to about doing a Bigfoot costume wanted anywhere from $10,000 to $20,000, and it was so funny when I first, if I could get anybody to talk about it, they go, for $3,000 I could do a Bigfoot. And then the conversation, they go, scratch that, man. If I do it for $3,000, the Bigfoot's gonna look like shit. I go, well, why would I pay you $3,000? It's gonna look like shit.
Yeah.
And they go, well, how about $5,000? And it would just keep going up, and all of a sudden it's $20,000. And I was like, how about I just buy like $1,000 shitty Bigfoot costume online, and then I'll pay someone a shit ton of money to make a badass face.
That's what we did.
That's what we had to do, because it was like, I don't want to show too much of the feet or the body or anything. Just fucking show the face, because nobody ever shows the face in most of these movies.
Right.
You don't show what the Bigfoot creature looks like. They just hint at it, or it's a blur. You know, and I was like, dude, I'm going to show some money shots of the face at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was good. It was great.
And you did great, man. The teeth molding and everything else was fucking phenomenal.
The practical effects were spot on. The tents falling off and stuff. That was bad. That's how you think about, you know, it's something you always thought about, like I don't say as a kid, but like younger. Like her tits should get knocked off or something. And y'all pulled it off, you know?
Pull her nipple off and have the Bigfoot eat it.
Yeah, but y'all pulled it off, man.
Like a Hershey kiss.
Yeah. In the next one, we might have Bigfoot eat a dick. Who knows?
Yeah.
Like a stripper was.
I think Lance wants to be Bigfoot.
He'll rip off the dick and make the person eat his own dick. You know?
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
There you go. See, you're getting all these ideas.
Wow.
Jot them down.
More exclusives. More exclusives.
I know, right?
Exclusive.
You heard it here first, guys.
That's right.
You're going to get your dick in the next one.
In the sequel.
Yeah.
So the music, I love the music. And you were saying, Billy, that some of the music was yours, right?
Yep.
Yeah, the intro, the hard rocking songs, the intro,
The
and
intro
then,
credits. Yeah.
the intro credits and the outro credits. That's my band.
That's awesome.
Nice.
By the way, you can go on there, what is it? Social media, Junk TX.
I follow it on Instagram. Both of them, I think. I follow all the stuff. I love that microphone you have.
Good, by the way, too, because for me as the director, we had no idea what these special effects were going to look like. We had no idea what the Bigfoot was going to look like. They kind of showed me the molding, you know, and it's all white. But you don't know what it looks like after they got everything ready. So when they're making it on set, I'm just trying to figure out, do I even like any of this? Because I picked out the teeth and the eyes and all that, but I'm trying to figure out. And I was like, hey, man, you guys I want him to be more hairy. And they're like, you ain't got no fucking hair. I don't have no more hair.
That's what I'm talking about.
So we had some other fake Bigfoot costumes. I was like, take the fucking hair off that fucker and put it on him.
Dude, it was so funny because while they were making the Bigfoot, as they were putting all the makeup on the what's his name's head, I went and took a nap because I was tired.
Yeah.
So I woke up and just what he told me, he goes, dude.
Yeah, you woke up and he woke up and he goes, man, Bigfoot looks great. And I go, yeah, but he used to look like this.
Yeah, I have no idea what I had to go through. I had an argument with them, like, because you look like a bald Bigfoot. Well, aren't you gonna put any hair? And they're like, well, we don't have any hair. I'm like, what? I want a bald.
What is this? A Jeepers Creepers Bigfoot?
They were ready to go with that? They were actually ready to go with that?
Go with it. No,
Wow.
they did an awesome job, though. I mean, I love what they did on every effect.
Like, how could you not get hair for the fucking Bigfoot?
Right?
The hardest effect, I remember describing this one, too, when I was interviewing people for the effects job. I told them, yeah, the guy's going to get this dick bit off, and I want him to reveal it. And they're like, why would you do something like that? Why would you want to show that? Like, why
exactly. We want to show it.
Why is the guy naked? I was like, because it's fucking funny.
Yeah, it is.
Because we want to go there.
Dude, and it's funny because I think one of my fucking favorite parts, dude, was when the dude died at the end, they came back to him, and he, like, started poking him in the ass.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
He's like,
That was hilarious.
Dead? Is he dead? I'm surprised you didn't have him with a fucking stick poking and be like, do something.
Like, that was Pat's way to see, was he alive?
That was a pickup shot because the shot we did was kind of out of focus. So we filmed that with other people, but it was my ass. But we had, not you, you filmed another guy pushing his finger.
Yeah. It was something like that, yeah.
When the Pat guy saw the screen, he's like, man, you got me fucking touching your ass. I was like, yeah, it's fucking funny.
It's funny, man.
You're still alive, you know?
Yeah.
So Jinx may not be dead. You never know. They just, poked his ass.
That's true. That's
right?
He could be alive.
Yeah.
You know,
He could be.
and Benny
I
Blake
think it'd
may
be
have
cool.
his brother. You never know.
Oh, we're getting exclusives
think-
here. We're getting exclusives.
Movie magic. You do whatever you want with it, right?
Right?
Yes.
Dude, I think it would be really fucking cool if you guys were taken back to Bigfoot's home camp. They took care of you kind of like in the old medicine man kind of thing. They nursed you back to health and you guys became part of the fucking clan.
Hey, fucking A, right?
And he just walks around with his face halfway smacked.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
And I got no hand and no dick. I'm just
Well, it was in an ice chest. It wasn't an ice chest, so
We can fix him.
Hey.
We can fix him.
I'm
right
Right?
together.
There you go.
But you gotta have like a
I
hook.
bleed out. I didn't bleed out.
The lead.
All the opportunities are right there on the table.
Or
That's
maybe
so awesome.
Or maybe that death didn't even happen because Pat was so fucked up from the pot brownies and everything. Maybe we gave him some LSD. You don't know.
Awesome.
Maybe none of it ever really happened.
Yeah, it was a dream.
No, I'm not doing that. I hate fucking movies.
No, but if anything, if we want to do a movie, we want to do the Switchblade movie.
The
Oh, that's
Switchblade
cool.
movie
Yeah.
would be a good movie.
Start that franchise up.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we're
That'd be
starting with
badass.
Switchblade 5. It's going to be Switchblade
Yeah,
5,
five.
Operation Motherfucker.
That's awesome.
So that, yes. I was like, why not? Because we talked about Switchblade 5.
And you got the prequels you can always fall back on too. So there's
Yeah.
that.
No, I can't give the audience that. We got to start with 5 and say fuck.
Fiving.
Yeah, that works.
Star Wars started with 4, so.
That's awesome.
That's fucking that movie.
What was the? I was gonna ask what the weather was like because it seemed like y'all didn't
Oh,
like nobody was really sweaty, like overly sweaty anyway.
Someone's nose was red. Was it cold?
fucking cold nights, man.
Was it
It
cold?
was
Okay.
probably one of the
Fucking cold.
coldest winters in Texas that I've been around a long time. And when we would go in the woods, it was like probably 8 degrees.
Yeah. When you go in the woods,
Wow.
it's colder.
It was miserable.
So whenever, the campfire scene, right when we said cut, everybody was hovered over the
Shot to the fire.
Oh, God, it's so freaking cold.
I was gonna.
That
I never
was
saw.
about
I never
one
saw
of the-
smoke.
Well,
Yeah.
my
That
dumbass
was-
thought we could film this movie because the way it works in the entertainment business, you got to figure out when actors don't have to work a lot. So I was like, well, if we shoot between November and January, that's kind of a break usually for film and television. So
Right.
if you get it done in that amount of time will be great. But this guy ended up booking Alita Battle Angel with James
Wow,
Cameron
yeah.
Robert Rodriguez. So that fucked up the schedule, but that was a blessing because that helped pay for the strippers.
Nice.
There's a lot of funny stories along with that, but that's for another day.
Right. Glad that happened to him. But I remember one time I said, Billy, because fuckers, man, when you call people these days, they don't respond to texts, emails, nothing. It would take sometimes like 3 days, 72 hours of being on the phone constantly to just get everything lined up for one shoot day.
Wow.
Yep.
People just aren't on top of it for some reason. So we get it lined up, and we had everything lined up. And that's when he booked the movie. So that was great. And then when he came back, we got our schedule kind of rocking and rolling. And then one of the actors who played Jared in the movie, he got cast in a play. So he wasn't available for a long time. We'd have to shoot with him maybe 1 day a week. So it took 6 months to shoot that whole fucking campfire scene in their death scenes.
Oh wow.
Woo.
Schedule conflicts.
Oh, yeah.
And it came down to the people who own the property. They said, hey, man, all this shit's about to be green, right? You might have a week left, and it's not going to match in your movie, and there's going to be a shit ton of snakes on our property. So what are you going to do? I go, we're going to finish the fucking movie this week. We went out
Hell
there and
yeah.
busted ass to finish the movie.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Ugh, fucking snakes.
So that's why there's so many close-ups throughout some parts of the movie. It's like I've got to make everything so out of focus and focus on the actors because you would tell the shit was green. It started turning green in the background.
Yeah.
Mm.
So I couldn't couldn't show as much of it anymore.
So snakes and spiders weren't an issue.
Ugh.
Because
no,
of-
that
because-
was 10 degrees it wasn't.
No,
Okay.
no. Just the cold weather.
It was
Wow.
really cold, and everything that could go wrong was going wrong. We had family members dying, family members in ICU. I had the fucking,
Wow.
and I was constantly just puking my guts up on set.
Hey, that's
Oh,
another cool
gosh.
thing I want to say, man. This guy on set was like sick. So he'll be like shooting and he tells somebody, hold this real quick, jump out, go puke, come back, and then finish shooting. I'm like,
Oh man!
Wow.
It was hell.
Oh yeah.
fuck, man.
I was
No excuse.
hell.
There's no excuse for anybody that's,
Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, that's sad.
Which is funny because nowadays somebody will give fucking any excuse they can not to fucking be there, not to make it, or not to fucking whatever.
Oh yeah, we heard it all, man. We hear like, hey man, I lost my wardrobe. I'm like, you took your fucking wardrobe home? What'd you do with it? Like, oh, let my friend borrow. I'm like, why would you let your fucking friend borrow your wardrobe, dude?
oh yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
True story.
We would lose guns. We would lose these expensive ass flashlights. I mean, anything that was fucking expensive.
Fucking
Somebody was
dicks.
walking with it.
Yeah.
Stolen.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Another dick from Billy. Billy said dick.
Billy said dick.
Billy said dick again.
All right, Billy said
And
dick
then
and
the
Lance said
jackets on,
dick.
jackets off thing. I would tell them, I say, hey guys, because I'm directing and I'm in the scene with you, once I set everything up, don't fucking put your jackets on because I'm gonna fucking forget and you're gonna forget. Fucking A, I'd be sitting there in the middle of the scene acting and I look over and go, you got your goddamn jacket on. So, we gotta start all over again.
The continuity. Where's the continuity?
There's a couple in there with the. If you look at the movie,
You gotta really know where to look because
Yeah.
I hid everything I could. So
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Jeez. Well, the cinematography was great.
thank you. Thank you. I
It
appreciate
looked
it.
really
What did you guys shoot on?
Sony A7S Mark II. And check it out, man. Let me show you what I lit this fucking movie with. You're gonna die.
Oh yeah.
A lot of this movie is my fuck you to all the Hollywood fucks, okay? Because they all walked away from me and they just didn't want to work with me and said, you don't know what you're doing, you can't do this, fuck you. And all the investors were telling me I was an idiot. So I was like, okay, fucker, I'm gonna make
They
this
were wrong.
Not only am I, they say, oh, you can't write and direct your person, you can't write and direct a movie, it's impossible, and you can't fucking act. And I was like, okay, well, I'll do every fucking job and show you that. So these are the lights, dude. Fucking this light right here. Fucking Home Depot.
Whoa.
I would hook up with some diffuser on them, I'd diffuse them.
Yeah.
For the lights, and you can charge these. They got cables on, but you can charge them, and then they'll hold their charge for about 3 or 4 hours, and you can hang them off your C stands or in the trees in the woods. And that's how most of my scenes were lit with these lights in the movie.
Bingo.
Wow. And it looked fucking good.
Yeah, that was
dude. It's like the cinematography is amazing. It looks really good.
Dude, I have a couple of soft tubes that I use, soft boxes that I use, but I've also got a couple of scenes where I'm literally using a fucking floor lamp with a kick out light and fucking angling the kick out to give me that extra little bit of fucking diffused light.
Yeah, you got to.
Yeah, you can do whatever the fuck you need to do, and don't let anybody tell you fucking can't.
Oh,
if
especially
you
now,
get
man.
it done, you can get it done.
Exactly.
Right now, this is what I tell all these guys, all these independent filmmakers. For some fucking reason, they're worried that they want to shoot every low-budget movie with a Red or an Alexa.
Mm-hmm.
No cameras, you know what I'm talking about. And I'm like, dude, fucking worrying about the camera, worry about the lenses and the sound. Because every movie we work on, they're like, hey, man, we got this $50,000 camera package. And then you go see the movie, and the fucking sound is, so bad.
Yeah, there's no
so
sound.
bad. You can't even watch the fucking movie.
Yeah.
Yep.
You gotta have good sound when you watch a movie, man.
The most expensive thing in my whole package in this room is I spent $10,000 on all my sound gear.
Oh,
Wow.
That's where all my money went, was into sound stuff.
it came out good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Really
It
good.
was good.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Multiple time watcher right here.
Awesome.
So
Thank you.
This is how small our staff was. We just like me and him. when I was not in front of the camera, I was holding the boom.
The boom.
Like, yeah.
Wow.
Near the end of the movie, when it's just the two guys running around.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I'll probably give away who it is, but I had to put the sound up on a fucking C stand, and it was just me doing all that because at that point everybody's like, it's too fucking cold and I'm not working on this movie anymore. So we couldn't get anybody to show up, but if I could just get Bigfoot to show up a night, I go, look, hey Bigfoot, come out, I'm gonna shoot some shots of you, and I would just try to get shots of Bigfoot running around the woods or like POV shots of these guys looking at him from a distance, anything I could get with a Bigfoot. And whenever they weren't ready, I would get those two actors to come out, even sometimes just one actor, and we would film just one actor, and that's it.
Yeah.
Like the Chad guy that's in the tent, when the Bigfoot's throwing shit at him.
Yeah.
That was him throwing the shit while me doing the sound and camera.
That's so good.
Wow.
But that was Bigfoot.
Yeah. He gets hit in the head.
Yeah, when he gets in the tent and then the Bigfoot's like throwing wood, pieces of sticks and stuff like that. Well, I grabbed a big block of wood And I wasn't even thinking I was going to fucking whack him in the head, but I just...
You can hear it. That's real sound. That's not Foley.
He reacted to it, right?
Yeah, he reacted to it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah, he did.
I'm sorry, dude. But
I actually wrote that scene when we was there because I remember he was making fun of the guy telling the Bigfoot story around the campfire. And I said, how great would it be if all the things that he said in the story actually happened to him?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He was the one you're ready for him to die. You know, he was the.
Everybody wanted him to die.
You're ready for him to go.
Yeah, all the audience were like, man, kill him.
Kill him soon.
Yeah, he's a prick.
Dude, I thought he was going to be the first one to go.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, that's great.
My friend's name is Chad in real life, and he is a raging atheist.
Wow.
The story in that movie, a lot of that was like actual real life events.
Yeah, the whole squirter thing happened because while I was writing the script, he came over and he goes, hey, dude, I just fucked the squirter last night. I go, it's in the script.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
He tapes my audition, so as he's getting the camera set up, I just like, hey, man, I was with a squirter last night. And he goes, I'm going to put that in the movie. I go, yeah, sure.
Everything in the movie. Everything was in the movie.
I'm sitting there watching the movie. I'm going, what a stretch. Billy's a movie star. You know, I'm like, oh, wow. You know, what a stretch.
That was him. He put that out together.
Well, that happened because when we were meeting with girls about the audition, me and him were in a different movie together, and I was one of the main bad guys and bossing him around and stuff. What was that? I can't remember the name of that. Pale or something.
Oh,
they changed the name of it a couple times.
Apocalypse.
But he and I were the two main villains in it. We had one other guy with us. And as I'm meeting with this girl, she's like, yeah, I saw Billy Blair's movie when he was a villain guy. And all this. I was like, yeah.
I was in it too.
Yeah, bitch, I was in there too.
She's like, I don't remember you being in the movie. I was like, bitch, I was the villain guy.
Oh,
So I was like, that was important to put that in the movie.
That went in the movie too, yeah. That was great.
Well,
That's based
what
on
happened to him at one of the conventions he went to. He was in line with a Cherokee Creek shirt on.
Oh, yeah.
With this hat on, and a guy comes up to him and goes, man, that fucking movie's awesome. And he goes, yeah, I'm Benny Blades.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this happened like a couple weeks ago when I was in Kansas City. I had a cowboy hat on, of course, you know, most of your face. And I had a Cherokee Creek shirt, and I was in line to meet Sid because I'm in a movie with him.
Mm-hmm.
By the way.
Free from hell.
And we're so pumped about that.
So excited.
Wait. Hold on. Don't skim over that like fucking it's nothing.
Yeah.
Okay?
I'm just a Free from Hell.
You're in Free from Hell.
Yeah, I am.
That's fucking badass. We have been.
I do a scene with Sherry Moon.
Oh.
I don't want to give anything away, but there's a badass scene with me and her.
God, I love her.
Fuck yeah.
For number 2.
Well, I put it up. Like
He put it up.
If you watch the what do you call it? The trailer. I'm like a split.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I shared that on my page.
Yeah.
I shared that.
You don't recognize.
I think we all did.
Yeah. Did anybody see that? Like that?
Yeah.
We shared it. Oh yeah.
Yeah. I did. Yeah. So
You had your mask
I was
on?
wearing the luchador mask.
And the blue tie, right?
Yeah, the blue tie. I'm the one with the blue tie. But there's a scene in the movie where it's just me and Sherry Moon, and it's pretty cool, man.
Awesome.
I gotta say the story. So
Please do.
it's the first time I meet Rob Zombie, and I'm a big fan of Rob Zombie, and I'm like trying not to be like all fanboyed out. So I show up on set. We do the scene, and I'm not gonna say what happens in the scene. I don't want to give anything away. So I did this thing where Sherry Moon does something to me, and I react to it, and I go over the top with it. But it's like in a cool way.
Mm-hmm.
And it's okay, cut. And then I walk over to Rob Zombie where he's over there with monitors, and I go, hey, did you like that? And man, he's ecstatic. He goes, I loved it, man. It's phenomenal.
That's awesome.
And he was so excited about it. It got me pumped. Like, all right, cool. I won him over that time. And like the next day when I was on set, he's like, we're at the craft and service place, like early in the morning. And he's just right there looking at me with a smile. Like, hey,
that's
what's
awesome.
up? I'm like, hey, what's up?
We are huge. All of us are huge fans of Rob.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Hell yeah.
Hey, man, if Rob Zombie told me that, I'd have to go masturbate.
There you go.
Hey,
That's you know what, dude? After watching Cherokee Creek, I would not be surprised.
Yeah.
Hey, man, I even told him some of those scenes, they were trying to get me to cut some of the girls out during the stripping and all the sex stuff. I said, man, when I was young, those were the best scenes for masturbating to. I got to get these kids down.
That's right.
Hell yeah.
Not kids, but, you know.
Yeah.
You start jerking off. You know. Gotta be careful here. Someone's going to try to attack me for that.
What was my story?
Fuck 'em.
What was my point?
You were at
Oh,
the
yeah,
Kansas
so
City.
I'm in line to meet Sid. And I got the Cherokee Creek shirt. And the handler guy was just like, real nice guy. He goes, he sees it and he goes, oh, that's a great movie, my friend.
Awesome.
I go, well, I hope so. I produced it and I'm the star in it. And he looked at me like, and I go, yeah, I'm Benny Blaze. He goes, holy shit. So, you know, I mean, I was wanting to pay for it. I was right next to meet with him, and I grabbed one of the still shots of Sid where it's like a what is it, a
Film grab.
Yeah, film grab, but it's what do you call it when you go to jail and you fucking hold the fucking
The mugshot.
The mugshot for Three from Hell.
Right.
So I wanted that because we're in the movie together.
Right.
Yeah.
So as we're talking, I go, hey, well, I'm next. So how much do I owe you? He goes, don't worry about it.
Sweet.
Sure. All right, cool. I tell you what, come down to my booth. I'll give you a poster.
That's awesome.
He never came down. But anyways, that was so cool.
That's awesome. I have a shirt. Well, I have two shirts. One with Sherry Moon and one with Captain Spaulding, and it's their mugshot.
Oh, wow.
I want to get some of that. I want to get that.
Yeah, from
Three from Hell or the Devil's Rejects.
It was from Devil's Rejects, but it's this. Oh, I can't remember the name of it. But it's this guy, and he works with Rob Zombie for clothing.
Oh, yeah.
Boogeyman.
Yes. Yeah.
I follow them.
Yeah. No, I subscribe to
Good
that.
stuff.
That's why I ordered my Three from Hell shirt.
Oh, okay.
I want to get that next.
Yeah, man. They got that, and they got like buttons.
They have everything. It's awesome.
I don't know if you know, like he on his website or social media, he puts a link for I guess what is it, the premieres, like the screenings. They got like September 16, 17, 18. And if you get there early, you get a poster.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah.
I've been trying to figure out, like I had my agent like trying to figure out, are they going to have a red carpet or whatever? Right now, there's none of that, but they got the first screening like September 16, 17, and 18.
Yeah, and when you get a poster,
like if you get there early, you get a movie poster, and I'm like,
right.
I go, dude, I got 2 tickets. You get some.
Yeah, we got our tickets.
We're going on the 16th over here in Dallas.
We definitely.
Yeah.
I want to get that poster. It's like every movie I do, I gotta get a movie poster, man, because I put that shit up on my wall.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, frame that shit. I want to work with him so bad one day.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Right.
One of the guys that influenced me when I was going through dark times on this movie was I would watch interviews with Sylvester Stallone and Kevin Smith, Robert Rodriguez, because of all the shit they went through to get their movies made. And Kevin Smith was a huge motivational thing for me watching. Well, you know, they just did Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, right? Or reboot.
Yep.
So we were super excited that they're coming to town.
Yeah.
But guess what these motherfuckers are charging? Look at this pricing shit. Can you see that shit? Probably not.
No, I can't read it.
It's $750 fucking to meet them.
Holy
Fuck
shit.
that. Holy.
I was like, are you
dude,
fucking kidding me?
They're milking the shit.
$750
Oh,
for me and meet you?
Gosh,
Wow.
that's crazy.
That's a lot of money.
It's unheard of, dude. I've met celebrities, you know, been in this business for 20 years. I've been to tons of screenings, met Patrick Swayze, met Jeremy Renner, met all these fucking huge fucking people, and none of them ever fucking charged me like that, dude.
Yeah,
That's
that's
crazy.
But they're
insane.
charging $750 to go see their movie on a road show, to get a picture with them and meet them, $750. I'm like, I'm gonna fucking put that shit on social media and ask him if that shit's real. I mean, I just can't believe it.
Hey, Billy, who was the toughest director, Todd, Rob, or Robert Rodriguez?
Toughest? Oh.
Yeah, who was the toughest director?
Well, I mean, I would have to say Todd.
Because I'm the biggest asshole.
Yeah, I got a personal relationship with Todd, but
Right.
Todd could be a dick on set. I'm a dick. He's a dick. Like,
Dick.
If it's my
More
money,
dicks.
I'm a dick.
More dicks.
I'm a dick.
That's awesome.
Robert Rodriguez and Rob Zombie are fucking teddy bears, dude. Like, that you hug. They're that simple. Todd, however, man, I mean, dude, I was gonna throw blows with the motherfucker.
That's her shoulder.
Oh shit!
Hey, but the fact is, dude, is it's always like that when you work with somebody you know.
Right.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah. Because, like other, like very, very independent filmmakers, like if I got a personal relationship with the guy, that was another movie that we did.
Well, especially if you're doing all the jobs. I mean, you got you're so focused on it, trying to get everything perfect, and your brain is so fucking like all over the place. And and he knows that, like, this day's costing you $5,000 or whatever, how much it might be costing. You don't want anything to go wrong, but every fucking thing is going wrong. At that point, some actor may come up to you and go, "Hey, man, I was looking at the script. I don't like this scene, or I don't want to say this." And you're like, "What the fuck?" You never know.
Well, see, in my film Normal Terror, I'm doing the exact same thing. And I've had a whole lot of fucking people tell me, well, you can't write it and direct it and produce it and do the special effects and casting and set design and fucking, and star in it and all this other shit. And you know what? All that frustration does for me when I'm on set is add to my serial killer instinct. That's all it does. Which fucking makes it absolutely fucking beautiful, because you can see my frustrations on set, and it's like, you motherfucker!
That's what happens with us too, man. Just yelling on the phone, talking to these fucking actors.
Yeah. But you agree? You greenlit?
No, no, but I was like,
he greenlit any of those phone calls.
Yeah,
he's right there. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I was with him, man. Like, I mean, again, I don't want to talk bad about anybody on our set, but I'm gonna do it anyway. So the fucking lead guy, man, pissed us off. We almost fired his ass like halfway in the fucking filming, and it was like, all right, hey, let's do it. Fuck it, we'll just reshoot, get another guy in there. But hey, but look, it was the heat of the moment, man. Afterwards, after we, shot the thing and everything was like the dust cleared out. Everybody like,
no movie that's worth a shit had an easy time making.
Yeah, so
right?
Hey man, we did it together. We hugged it out.
Hell yeah!
I mean, motherfucker almost got fired.
You guys look at the special features like on Jaws, Star Wars, The Godfather. I mean, you look at any of that shit, it was fucking hell making a movie, man. It's not. They hate it. Like, Jaws, they fucking didn't think that was ever going to come out.
Look at Sylvester Stallone making a Rocky. They gave him fuck.
Oh yeah.
That's a great story right there.
Absolutely. Yeah, he said he only had he had to nail it on the first take, or they were like, "Fuck you," they'd unplug the lights and leave his ass.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And he got paid shit to do that movie.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but look at what it did for him.
Oh yeah, amazing. The thing now though is the fucking market is so oversaturated with shit. It's really hard to stand out. It's so hard to stand out now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like the days when Robert Rodriguez, and Tarantino and Kevin Smith and Jon Favreau, all those guys, people, if they look back at their first movies, a lot of people don't even know their fucking first movies. They never.
What first movie? They didn't have a first movie. Come on, man. Tarantino's first one wasn't Reservoir Dogs. It was fucking Pulp Fiction, man. Come on.
No, actually, his first was he wrote True Romance and
Oh, that's right.
The serial killer movie. What was the serial killer movie?
Natural Born Killers.
Yeah, he wrote those two.
Oh, yeah.
He wrote those two to get money to be able to do Reservoir Dogs, but he had a hospitable producer that let him sleep on his couch, and they got Harvey Keitel, and then the rest just kind of fell into place.
Wow.
Those are great stories.
But think about it, man. Jon Favreau, who, without him, there would be no fucking Marvel universe right now.
Right. No Iron Man.
Without fucking Swingers, man. They killed themselves to make Swingers with him and Vince Vaughn. They had been in some other movies together, but nothing was going to make them shine like Swingers did. Yep. If that movie didn't happen, man, they wouldn't be where they are today.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Same thing with Kevin Smith. If it wasn't for Clerks, they wouldn't be where they are today.
Yep.
I liked Clerks.
Made on credit cards.
Yeah.
We were trying to follow that
pattern.
Yeah, I mean, we were like, hey, I every time we would talk about stuff, I said, anything that we can do to take a risk that's going to piss somebody off or shock them, I got to do it, because everybody we work with over the last 20 years, pretty much they play it safe on every fucking movie. And you're like, dude, it's just a bunch of fucking talking, and you're not doing anything anybody's going to remember.
Right.
That's special about this movie. You're just redoing
Dude, it sounds to me like I need you two fuckers on my film.
It sounds like it.
we got nothing else to do, and we got a lot of patience, and
Yeah, so much patience.
That would be awesome.
Bring out some of your gear, and I'll put you fuckers up for a month, and we'll get this thing done.
Hell yeah.
fuck it, man. I'm down. Let's do it.
Mhm.
Hey, man, the truth is actors are all acting whores. They just want to be in front of a camera.
That's right.
It don't matter. We'll take any piece of shit, and then when you come back, you go, why did I do it?
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Hey,
yeah,
you
dude. I'm dealing with that one right now.
Yeah.
It's a drug, man. It's a drug, and it never goes away. It's like, when am I going to get to that point? I'm like, you never get to that point, man. It's just you're high for a second, and as soon as that project ends, you're fucking low again.
Yeah.
Fucking on to the next one.
You got to wait for the next one. So when am I going to get the next one?
It's tough, man. It's tough.
Absolutely.
So what's in the works right now?
Oh, trying to get on some studio gigs, man, so they can help pay the bills.
Yeah.
Okay.
Studio gigs pay really, really good.
We booked a movie together that they're filming right now. It's called. Can we talk?
I'll let you say it. You can tell him. No, I haven't filmed my days yet. He's filmed his days.
We'll talk about it. Well, we got a film that we got booked on.
We were that close. We were that.
In Oklahoma. They're filming in Oklahoma, and they're filming some in Florida.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're in that. We'll talk about that later.
I'll just say he currently has filmed in a movie with Bella Thorne, if you know who she is.
Bella Thorne.
I do. Yeah.
Okay.
So if you look her up, there's whatever movie that they're doing right now, that's that one.
It's I think it's called
okay.
It's about I'll tell them.
Yeah, Southland. It's on IMDb. It's about these killers that go around killing people so they can get likes on Facebook.
On social media. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
This would never happen because they would be banned just like us.
Of course.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
You can't put killing people on social media yet.
Gotcha.
I also got an episode coming up, Queen of the South. I don't know if you know what that is, but it's on USA.
Yeah, USA Network.
USA, and they're on season 4, and on the 7th episode, I believe, and I'm on episode 11. So
What's that? What's the episode? What's the show called again?
Queen of the South.
You heard of that one? My wife's heard of it. She watches a lot of that stuff.
I got an episode on that, or a little scene on that.
You said episode 11?
We're
Vindication.
Believe it or not, we're on we both, after Cherokee Creek, we got cast in a faith-based show called Vindication.
Yeah.
Both of us.
Oh.
Okay.
Which is crazy because I contacted the casting director and I said, hey, I'd really like to be on this show. And she's like, well, send me some of your work over. And everything I sent over was like, motherfucker this, motherfucker that. She said, do you have anything else? I said, no, I don't. But they still hired me. So that was a great story. It still gave me a chance, even though my work is just full of cuss words. So
Hell yeah.
One more real quick.
We're on
episodes 9 and 10.
Episodes 9 and 10, Vindication. It's going to be on Prime Video, August 9th.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're excited to see how that turned out.
One more thing real quick.
Yeah.
Really, really professional.
Who's the Vanderpump Rules fan?
This guy.
My wife loves Vanderpump Rules.
It's awesome. It is awesome.
Yeah, that's why I put it in. But also, I actually, because that was improv, I went down a whole list. I was like, motherfucking Teen Mom, I hate that fucking show. I was just like, I was ragging on all that fucking reality shit.
That's awesome.
I watch it with my wife, though.
I don't watch that shit. Fuck it.
That might have been the first reference I've ever heard of Vanderpump Rules in a movie. That might have been the very first one.
Yeah, man, I should fucking, you know what? I should take that scene out and put it up and tag them and see what they say.
Hell yes.
Right?
Hell yes.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Good
Dude,
advertising.
put that 15-second blurb on Instagram and let that bitch blow the fuck up.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
I'll tag all those people. I follow all of them.
We're trying to get on Shudder right now. They used to like some of our stuff, and we've got our aggregator distributor trying to pitch to them. I hope the fuck they're actually pitching it to them. So hopefully we'll get on Shudder next. I don't know what's going to happen with that.
Okay.
Hell
With
yeah.
Creep Show coming on there, that Shudder's going to blow up with Creep Show.
That would be cool, and it would be cool to get our movie in Redbox. But it's just like you got to go through all these fucking channels, and they take months to do anything. It's like you can't just go send this shit off and find out in 30, 60 days. It's like you might be waiting 4 to 6 months before you hear.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's good.
It just takes.
Well,
it's gonna blow up. It's gonna blow up.
As soon as I'm done with Normal Terror, dude, I'm on to my fucking next project, dude. I'm gonna sit down, I'm gonna fucking write it in a month, and we're gonna get going. So
there you go. That's the attitude. Yeah,
I'm on this motherfucker. This is my 5th year, but we're gonna start the 5th year in November because it's all my money, and you know, I'm still marketing the shit out of it. Like every month, I have a different thing in my strategy plan. Like, okay, well now we're gonna push for, you know, Shudder, and then the next 2 months we're gonna go do midnight screenings, and then the next 3 months I'm gonna push it to be on Tubi, you know, or whatever.
It's a never-ending cycle. I mean, you got to promote, you got to push, you got to do it to where the whole world knows you're fucking movie.
That's the hardest part. The hardest part of any movie that people forget is the marketing and promotions you got to do after the fucker's done.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yep.
Like you said, we want that drug. We want to go to the next one. But you got to have that time where you're just like, fuck, I'm stuck here for another year at least with this one.
Right.
I mean, because I really want to do the Switchblade movie. I thought, dude, we got to do the Switchblade movie.
That'd be so badass.
Right.
Yeah. It would be.
But that's going to cost money.
We need money.
Because that's an action-packed film.
Because this one, like I told him, I said, dude, if someone gave us a movie and said, hey, we're going to pay 100% of your movie costs, it's the fucking getting it out is the hard part. It's the getting it out to distributors and getting it out to marketing. You're still going to spend 20, 30 grand just on that bullshit.
Yeah.
That's the expensive part. Not the movie itself. Everything else fucking costs a ton too.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So that's why I always tell filmmakers, like, hey, man, I'm going to make this movie for like $10,000. I'm like, and then what's going to happen? You know, what are you going to do after that?
That's true.
Because a lot of these guys, man, I know you guys know those distribution companies out there. They put out movies every week at Walmart and everything. They literally don't pay the filmmakers a dime.
No, they don't.
No.
We've been there and done that.
Nothing. And some of them have told me they've seen as low as $1,000 to $7,000 after a movie being out 12 to 14 months.
Wow.
So be careful. Don't just give your movie away.
Shit.
We actually made the most money doing our screenings. We actually made, it was a...
Dude, it was badass. We did 2 screenings here in Dallas at the Angelica Theater and sold them out.
We sold them out, $15 a ticket, 600 seats.
Yeah. Then we had merch on top of that.
We sold over 100 T-shirts, so that was almost 14, 15 grand, and we never have that was the most you make like that fast.
Yeah, that was
like
great.
that.
Oh, fuck yeah.
That's awesome.
So if you can do midnight showings with your movie and get an audience going, hold off, because the second it hits digital, that shit they pirate that shit everywhere within 24 hours. Within 2 hours of it being on iTunes, Amazon, or anything, your movie will be in Russia, Australia, everywhere.
That's another story, man. The pirating. We were like battling all these motherfuckers posting our movie.
Well, they hated our beginning. You guys see our beginning where we talk about people who pirate movies.
So he predicted that shit.
Within it going live on Christmas Eve, we went from having like a 7 or 8 on IMDb to almost down to a 1.
Oh,
motherfuckers bombarded us with 1s. They still will do it. If they see that people are starting to like our movie, because if you look, the people who actually take the time to review the movie and they write a review, or there's actually verified purchases on Amazon, our scores should be like at least a 5 or closer to a 5 on IMDb.
Yeah.
But those fuckers, they just do everything they can to rip you apart.
Oh yeah.
Everything.
Fucking trolls.
The fucking pirates, man. They want to destroy independent films, man. They just go on there and just fucking hack on you all day long.
Not
well,
cool.
and you know the biggest reason that happened is because last year at the Oscars, that fucking that film Roma, I think it was, fucking was nominated, and it's a fucking independent film, and everybody lost their fucking minds.
You know how that happened, though, was they spent like $50 million on the top publicist in Hollywood.
Oh, wow.
Did you watch
it? It doesn't matter how it happened. The fact of the matter is it happened. And then you have Jordan Peele's Get Out that was fucking nominated. For the first time in history, a horror was nominated for an Oscar.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But did you see Roma?
I've never seen it. I've not seen
it.
I haven't either.
I will tell you, there's a swinging dick in there, and it's on screen for about 60 seconds.
There's a swinging dick.
There's a swinging dick in that movie.
Dick again.
And it's been there for a long time.
Another dick.
It's just like a...
No, but I mean, that's the thing now with the...
But I mean, honestly, I tried to watch it. It's not my type of film, and I don't necessarily think it should have won Best Cinematography. No way.
Right.
I didn't see it. I've never even heard of it. So.
And that wasn't your dick, right, Todd?
That wasn't.
Okay. You didn't sneak that one in there.
Yeah.
It was mine.
Okay.
Mine.
It's a man of ethnicity, but I don't know what
Okay.
ethnicity. I'm not even going to take a guess because I don't want people to come after me for that shit.
I gotcha.
Yeah. Well, I get
that's
they keep trying to
fucking
get me
awesome.
fucking read for fucking rednecks and fucking racists. You know,
White supremacists.
I got to drop the N-bomb all day long, and I do these great auditions, but I'm like, fuck, man, I used to get in fights all the time because people thought I was Hispanic. So I'm like, there's no way I'm going to get this fucking role. Who's going to believe I'm a fucking white supremacist?
I get all the Spanish-speaking auditions, though, all the time.
He gets all the Spanish, I get the white supremacist.
Yeah.
Dude, that's fucking awesome.
I don't know, man. I'm going to have to bleach my skin or something.
Hey, whatever pays the bills, man.
Put some blue contacts. Take off the beard.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
I know, right?
That's y'all's look. That's y'all's look,
Hey,
man.
a long story short, man, I made him grow out that fuzz, and then it started getting him auditions.
The fuzz.
Yeah, because
Blood Sombrero, a movie that he had me be
Yeah.
in with him, is the only reason that once he had me grow this out, my career just went, oh.
exactly,
Awesome.
yeah, because he was clean shaven. He was like
Yeah.
completely shaved. And so the movie that I was doing called Blood Sombrero, the character needed to be like a Edgar Allan Poe kind of character. So instead of just having a mustache, he went ahead and did a goatee. So it took time.
It took a lot of time.
A lot of time to get that down. So he had this goatee, and they were giving him hell for it. It's like, when are you gonna shave?
Oh yeah, the agents were fucking hating me. They're like, dude, you gotta change. You gotta shave that off. We can't get you any work as long as you have that.
So, but he went ahead and, they submitted him with this scruff, and they started liking it.
I started getting
more.
film and TV roles after that.
So
That's
now
awesome.
he's a fuzzy little guy.
Fucking little guy. Yeah, man, my resume says I'm 5'10". I fucking show up these spots where they're like, what the fuck?
That's awesome.
Oh, fuck, dude, that's funny.
We had stories with Cherokee Creek.
God, I'm sure there's gonna be stories I wish I told you guys after we hang out.
I know. I'm trying to think of.
Oh, I'm sure.
Every story was a crazy story, man. Even the ending of the movie, man. That we had to shoot the ending of the movie like twice, also, because the people we hired for the drone that day, for some reason, on the video assist, it looked fucking crystal clear and amazing. They got home and the shit was fucking blurry and a piece of shit. And they go, no problem, man. Just have them come out again.
Oh wow.
So,
I was like, really? Just have the police and ambulance come out again?
Yeah.
Gosh.
I was going to ask, was that those were some drone shots? Like when she leaves the Le Bears, those are all drone shots. Okay.
Those guys did a great job with all the drone shots. Unfortunately, at the end, when we had the cops, when we did get it right, tried to coordinate everything perfectly. If you look, you can already see the fucking tracks because the dew that was out there that day on the grass. You can see they'd already done a couple takes instead of it being the fresh when they come in the first time. I was like, fuck it. There's nothing I can do about it. I'm not rescheduling the shoot. I have to go with take 2.
There you go.
Right?
Oh, wow. Good times. Good times.
Oh, yeah. So, all right, guys, it's about that point where we're going to start wrapping up. So this is where we give everybody an opportunity to give their shout-outs and special thanks to everybody. Who do you guys want to give out your special shout-outs and thanks to? Sponsors, movie companies, whatever you want.
Yourself.
Yeah. I'd like to thank myself because I'm fucking amazing.
Yes, you are.
If it wasn't for us,
and you know that guy Kidnapper 1 also fucking
awesome.
Kidnapper 2.
Well, I have to thank my wife, of course. I always have to thank her for putting up with me doing this bullshit.
So special thanks because of Cherokee Creek. Is that what we're talking about?
Anything and everything.
Anybody, your agent, your manager, your fucking. Whoever you guys want to give a shout out to, special thanks, guys that have supported you, your families, your friends,
your band members.
Your
band members, your baby mamas, your strippers, whatever the fuck you want to say thank you to.
The squirters.
The squirters, yeah.
The squirters, right.
Yeah, I want to thank the squirter that squirted on him because if she didn't do that,
never really got the movie.
I want to thank the squirter that squirted on Billy's face. Thank you.
Bravo, squirter. Bravo.
About that, I want to thank the girl who sucked my dick at work because that was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was a true story.
So
Bravo, dick sucker. Bravo.
Thank you for giving me the blowjob at work. That was
Another
great.
dick.
We thank everybody that was at the actual, like, the story that was actually based on those people. We thank them.
The real Pat, the real Chad, the real Caroline, the real Jared.
Or else we wouldn't have a story.
Caroline, she was a trip. That actress was a real trip.
Bravo, guys, bravo.
Good one. We have to thank that piece of shit movie, Bigfoot of Wars, that we met each other on.
Oh, yeah.
Yes!
That's another story.
That was the first movie we met each other on, and because it was so bad, it pissed me off all these years to make a better one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fuck yeah.
There you go.
Nice. Right on, guys. It has been an absolute pleasure and an honor to have you guys on. Is there any last requests that you guys have as far as shout outs or anything else?
Yes, if you haven't seen the movie, you can rent it on Amazon, iTunes, Vudu, Google Play, or the YouTube version that you paid for. It's only $2, guys, so come on.
Totally worth it.
What's that?
I said totally
worth it.
Yeah, and if you want the physical media that has all the special features in it and the best quality, and you can watch it anytime when your internet's going down, get the fucking Blu-ray. It's Screen Team Releasing.
I'm gonna
go.
We want to thank Brian Fitzgerald, Fits of Horror, for introducing us to Justin over at Screen Team Releasing and making that whole deal happen.
Those guys are awesome. They're the best.
Yeah, they're awesome.
I love Brian Fitzgerald, man. He did a review for us that fucking threw us over the top. So
awesome.
absolutely, man. Fucking love that guy.
Lyle Blackburn, who was somebody who actually came to the world premiere of Cherokee Creek and wasn't afraid to review it like some of the other big horror magazines out there because they want to fucking compete with us in areas. Thank you, Lyle Blackburn of Rue Morgue, for taking care of us.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, because there were some other huge, massive horror magazines that were there that refused to do a review of our movie.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah, unless their name's on there. They want their name on there.
Fuck that. Geez.
Yeah, a lot of the companies now are all, I don't know if you look, but you'll see a lot of them are presenting the movies and they're producing their own stuff now. So the independent movies, they don't want to review so much or help out anymore.
Cool.
Yeah,
interesting.
Wow.
Funny how that works, huh?
Well, I'm not going to say their names, though, because I still like to work with you motherfuckers.
All right, Lance, take it away, brother. Who you got?
I just want to say still can't thank y'all enough for coming on. I mean, this is like
awesome.
But this is like bucket list type stuff for me. You two guys have made a believer out of me. Like I said, multiple time watcher. Very proud. Y'all's poster's been in most of our podcasts. And I love you guys.
Hey man, we made the movie for people like you. We wanted to do something that was a love letter to the 80s and a fuck you to the generation.
You did it, Todd. And I'm not even embarrassed. And I'm not even like embarrassed talking to him since I've seen his dick. I mean, it's weird, you know. It's like, it seems normal. Yeah, no, I'm good. I'll just put the movie back on.
The SBC won't let me be me on MTV.
I ain't clean shaven right now, so I don't
okay. But I want to thank Matthew Price Thompson. He does our graphics, all the stuff for the show. He's an awesome dude. If you need any work, go to him. He's on all the media platforms. MPT Graphics, right? Matthew?
Yep, with an X.
With an X.
Graphics with an X.
And I got to double down on Chris Atella. He does our intro, outro music on our podcast. Yep. Dude is a hell of a guitarist. Not saying he's anything better than you guys, but on junk. But he's good. I'm not trying to do that, you know.
We know. We
get it. The road. Everybody's got their unique stuff.
But I got to throw Chris because we kind of did a little oversight. So doubling down on thank you, Chris, for the music, and all my buddies that are helping me keep me focused on this and all my stuff. Mm-hmm. And I can't say it. I'm gonna let him say it. You know what I'm talking about. The name. He helps us out with my indie.
Etai.
Oh yeah, Etai.
I'm not messing up again.
Etai Gooberman.
Thank you. Thanks again, guys. I love my zombie. Thank you, my wife. My wife's feeling a little better, so thank y'all. Really appreciate y'all coming on.
Thank you for having us on, guys.
Man.
All right, Zombie, take it away, sweetheart.
I want to thank you guys again for coming on. We've been waiting for this for a while, so I'm super excited. The movie is fucking badass.
Thank you so much.
I'm recommending it to everybody. Everybody Lance just said, I agree, because they're all amazing and supportive, and it's just great. Aaron Lee with Crazy Ink Publishing for my books coming out. Diana Register with Crazy Ink as well. So I want to thank them. And that's it for right now.
Awesome.
Straight out of Cherokee.
Right on, guys. All right, guys, from Cherokee Creek. This show was brought to you by our sponsor, Energy Upgrade. They're the best in the Santa Clarita Valley, and my friend Mia can offer you some rocket deals. If you're interested in solar, contact me at Energy Upgrade, 661-367-0832. Absolutely zero upfront cost, 10-year warranty on your roof, and 25-year on your solar panels. Contact me to set up your appointment today, 661-367-0832. And I want to thank the guys over at Cherokee Creek. Thank you guys so much for being on. It was a pleasure. It was a joy. Whole lot of dick talking, and we had a fucking blast, man.
I'm sure I fitted everyone now.
Hell yeah.
That's all right.
Don't forget to watch Cherokee Creek, watch some dick, and we'll have some fun. Itai over at My Indie Productions, Asif over at My Indie Productions. Thank you guys so much for your support. We love you guys. Matthew Price Thompson, our graphic artist, specifically for Normal Terror and also for Sacrificial Terror Podcast, and my production company, fucking shit donkey. Damn, I got a little ahead of myself right there. My brain's moving and my mouth stopped fucking keeping up.
I feel your pain, brother. I feel it.
Oh.
Dick.
Dick.
Right? Fucking dick.
Knock another one in there.
Hey, man, we put enough titties in. We put some titties in there, too.
Yeah, you did.
Right. There was a couple sets of titties, yes.
That's right.
But Sacrificial Pawn Productions and our movie Normal Terror, you guys keep your eyes out. We'll be out soon. And we're moving forward. We're getting rolling. Tyler Shea Cohn, thank you for being the executive producer you are. Thank you for being our promo artist. Tyler Shea Cohn, as you know, was on the show a couple of weeks ago. Actually, it released yesterday, didn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it released yesterday. He's from Texas Chainsaw Massacre Next Generation. He played Barry, and he has joined the team of Normal Terror as an executive producer. We're ecstatic to have him on board and ecstatic that he started doing some promos for us. So we're just going to keep on rocking. And, guys, we've got to fucking work together at some point in time, man.
I'm down.
Let us know, brother.
Let's do it.
Awesome.
I love it.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Sounds good, man. We'll be in contact. So I actually just sent, I think I was already friends with Todd, but I wasn't quite friends with Billy yet. So I sent you guys a friend request, and we'll have to fucking hook up, and we'll let you guys know what's going on with the podcast, when it's going to be released. And for all the fans out there, love you guys. Tune in next week.
Awesome. Thank you, guys. Woo!
That was awesome.